When will we all realize that what we have done, we're doing, and we will do, it doesn't matter that much in other people's eyes? That it doesn't matter at all because at the end, nothing matters. But more on that next week. Next week. Next week. Next week. Next week. Next week.
You're doing this because you're scared to death, like the rest of us, that you don't matter. And you know what? You're right. You don't. It's not important, okay? You're not important. Get used to it.
Basically, we as humans are just a bunch of atoms joined together in a very specific way, living among other bunches of atoms that enable us to be alive, in a universe that is just bunches and bunches of atoms aligned in an infinitude of ways. And so, our alignments of atoms, it isn't special. The universe being infinite means that there's an infinite amount of copies of us anyways. So yeah, we as a civilization, as humans, we aren't special. That's out of the way, okay? Now let's talk time. If you look at the existence of humanity, the amount of time it has existed, it's nothing. It's less than a blink of an eye in one's entire life. We're not important. The universe has been there forever and will be there for a long time until one day it'll die and there'll be just pure nothingness. So basically, whatever happened, what is happening and what will happen, it doesn't mean anything. It will all be forgotten. It will all go away. Basically, nothing, literally nothing matters.
I ain't not a man, I'm a menace. This wild, you can lie like a professor. I don't got to do the bitch, you wanna stretch it. Stretch it. I am real, it's so flexible. I am just a...
Personally, it has been quite scared to realize this. I came to this realization on my own and nobody told me how to deal with it. One day I was just thinking too much, I was questioning everything, and I came to this conclusion that everything is meaningless. Meaning is an absurd concept in essence. It's something humans have created to be able to deal with the agonizing truth that nothing matters, like a coping mechanism. And so when I first realized this, it's like suddenly you become so small, but so small and pointless. Literally everything becomes a joke. Suddenly nothing seems important in your life because nothing is important in general. Importance becomes an absurd concept too. Your life isn't important, your existence doesn't mean anything. Actually, nobody's life is important. All the people you hate, you love, you admire, all of them also don't become important because you realize that they too are just a bunch of atoms that don't matter on the scale of the universe. And you can't change anything about it. That's just the way it is. Our existence is pointless. And basically this is the state of nihilism. Welcome.
Everybody's gotta live. Everybody's gotta die. But everybody's gotta have a good time. You gotta live. No reason why.
I'm specifically saying it's only a state. It's not an ending point. It's more like a mindset. Just let me explain my point of view. I think it's something that everyone goes through this at some point in their life. You realize that everything is absurd, that there's no point to anything. All of a sudden, nothing makes sense, and you lose all desire to make any action, all desire to have any feelings, to be anything. Actually, people that have never been to this state, they might be happier. You know how they say ignorance is a bliss? Well, it might be true in this case. Because it's much easier thinking that you have a real meaning. You just live your entire life trying to fulfill it without questioning anything. And it saves you a whole lot of thinking. Because, thinking, it might be painful sometimes. But okay, you landed here too. Or maybe you didn't yet. And in this case, if you still don't realize it, I strongly recommend to think about it. Try to grasp the meaningless of existing. It's scary, but it has been an important step in my life personally. So I think it might be interesting. But okay, so there's no point to anything, there's no purpose. Okay, what now? What do we do with this fact? The way I see it, you have three paths, like three different mindsets. First, you can get an impulse to destroy. This feeling of your existence being pointless, that nothing that you can do actually matters, it gives you the urge to destroy. You get the desire to commit the worst crimes, violate all moral principles, and basically you can do the most horrific thing since nothing matters anyways, right? All the pain you'll cause, all the pain you'll feel, it doesn't matter. And it's a real thing. It sounds scary, doesn't it? But I got this impulse too. Funny, right? Yeah, I was surprised and terrified that I got this desperate desire to destroy upon this realization. It lasted only a couple of seconds, but it was there. And I thought, and I still think, that I'm a good person, or at least I'm trying to be one. And I thought only psychopaths or mentally ill people can do this. But hey, maybe they're just woke people that couldn't deal with the awful truth of our existence being pointless. The second mindset you can get into, depression. I understand these people. After the urge to destroy, my mind kind of went to this place. Because it just feels sad that nothing matters and that you can do literally anything and it won't have any meaning. In this mindset, you maybe want to keep living still because you are too afraid to die, but you're still aware that everything that you do and everything that happens to you is like, it doesn't matter. Basically, you become numb to the whole universe. You realize the universe cares about you as much as Joe Biden cares about a child, preventing him from sexually abusing him. That means the universe doesn't care.
I agree.
Okay, so the first two mindsets, they don't seem to be very happy, right? But hey, I think there's a third outcome possible, a third way of dealing with this. I think it's best summarized by the following quote: accepting, perceiving, and dealing with reality on reality's terms. Basically, you're given this reality in which nothing matters, right? There's no point in doing anything, there's no purpose, right? We get it. What now? What do we do with this fact? We can't change it. So I say, let's play with the cards we have. Because playing is so much more fun than just being angry or being sad about it. Take life as a game. If everything doesn't have a meaning, but we still ended up here, then let's create one. It won't be a real meaning, it is still a fake one, I'm aware of that. But it makes stuff fun. We humans, this is all we get. We get one life. So I say, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's make living the meaning itself. There's so much to do, there's so much to explore, to discover, to experience. Yes, exactly, experience. That's why I think living is worth it. To experience stuff. We get to experience feelings, food, relationships, beauty, so much different things. So I don't know how about you, but I'm making my life about experiencing. There's this amazing quote from Snoopy where Charlie goes like, "Someday we'll all die, Snoopy." And Snoopy goes, "True, but all the other days we will not." Also, one thing to remember maybe that it's our game. We decided to create this game in order to deal with the dreadfulness of a pointless existence. So all the rules that have been created, remember that we humans created them. That means we can change them too. I'm talking about rules created by society, of course, right? Humanity created them. Other humans, just like you, created them. On the scale of the universe, they don't mean shit. So don't forget that is our game. We as players kind of decide what happens. Before concluding, one thing about those pure dark nihilists, honestly, fuck them. They're like these annoying kids when playing board games when we were small. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, they will be always there saying that, "Why are you so happy? It's just a game," or "Don't be so sad, it's just a game, it doesn't matter, haha lol." Fuck you. I care, this is my game. The only game I get to experience. I like to be fully immersed into it. So to all the nihilists out there, stop being annoying and maybe try to play a little bit. Okay, so what conclusion can be drawn from this? Well, one extreme would be to freak out and change your entire life trying to achieve maximum pleasure every day and then kill yourself when shit goes wrong because nothing matters, haha lol, right? But this mix of nihilism, hedonism, I think it's kind of stupid. I'd rather suggest that maybe use the fact that nothing matters to just chill out a little bit. That when you'll realize that everything is meaningless and has no purpose, just insert this into your life as a reminder to relax. That it's all just a game and that you decide if you want to enjoy it or not. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll link some videos in the description. They'll cover the topic in a quite a different way. So yeah, try to reflect on this whole thing. Yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe. Or don't, it doesn't matter anyway, right?
Everybody's gotta die. Everybody's gotta have a good time. Gotta live.